You're watching BBC Learning Zone with part 6 of Real Chinese and some retail therapy, buying and selling.
Gone are the days of communist austerity. China is in the grip of a consumer revolution. In this programme, Beijing's addiction to shopping, from designer fashion to the latest herbal medicines. Plus a look at the artistry involved in making enamelled vases, and how to browse and buy Chinese style. In commerce-driven New China, markets are springing up wherever there are tourists, and sellers are generally out to make as much as they can. So expect to bargain. This buyer's looking for enamelled pots, what we call cloisonnés. Listen for the prices they discuss.
90
90,
100
100,
120
120,
喜欢什么？
150
150.
喜欢哪个？
是多少钱一个？
150，
贵了点儿，90吧，
90太少了，加点儿
那100吧，
，120，怎么样？
好吧？
慢走啊。
好。
Cloisonné is one of China's most elaborate traditional arts. It's manufactured dating back to the 14th century Ming dynasty. The motifs used in the designs are rich in myth and symbolism. The more intricate the design, the more prized the results. Authentic cloisonné is handmade. The base of the pot is usually brass or copper. The outlines are mapped out with minute strips of copper glued onto the pot. The tiny troughs are then filled in with layer upon layer of enamel.
蓝色
Blue,
黄色
yellow,
红色
red. Enamel has to be fired at very high temperatures, and some pieces 4 or 5 times before they're finished. The final polishing is done using rough stone perfectly positioned against the curve of the pot. Definitely a job for a master craftsman. The time and skills involved make genuine cloisonné quite expensive.
多少钱
How much?
这个多少钱
How much is this one?
请问这个多少钱？
这个900块，
900块
900 yuan. Kuai is another word for yuan.
那这个多少钱？
这个800块，
800块
800 yuan.
好的，我想一想。
我想一想
I'll think about it. One of Beijing's best-known streets for crafts and antiques is Liulichang. Not everything is what it seems, though. The shops have all been done up to look older than they are, and some of the goods on sale have had the same treatment, but it's still a fascinating hunting ground. One of the more authentic places to shop is Rongbaozhai, a state-run store with every kind of Chinese painting and calligraphy style to choose from, in either originals or prints. The world-famous Horse series was painted in the 1930s by Xu Beihong. He spent much of his life in Paris and was one of the first to fuse Chinese and Western techniques. More traditional paintings are heavily influenced by Buddhist and Taoist beliefs and portray a delicate and stylized natural world, of which man is but a small part.
Hua,
Painting.
那幅画，
That painting.
这幅画，
This painting. To say you like something, say
我喜欢
I like.
我喜欢这幅画。
我喜欢那幅，
那幅画多少钱？
500块。
太贵了。
500块，
500 yuan.
太贵了。
It's too expensive. But there are cheaper ones.
这幅120块，这幅也是120块，
120、
这幅80块。
80，
我喜欢这幅画。
好，我们就要这幅画。
我们要
We want
我们要这幅画。
We want this painting. Here, as in most Chinese stores, you get your bill and pay at the cashiers before collecting your goods.
120块。
Some of Beijing's liveliest downtown areas have changed little since the 1950s, and there's plenty to tempt the adventurous shopper. The famous medicine shop Tongrentang is a vast emporium of pills, potions and herbal remedies. Tongrentang has been in business for over 300 years and gained its reputation serving the imperial court. This is the Fortnum and Mason of traditional remedies, some of them rare or endangered species, culled from every corner of China. Chinese medicine has never been more lucrative than now. A piece of ginseng, depending on its age and quality, could set you back £10,000. Tongrentang also has a health centre where patients can be seen by top specialists. In China, healthcare doesn't come free. Only state employees have their care subsidised. The rest either pay their way or join an insurance scheme. Western medicine is widespread but expensive, and many still prefer the more holistic approach of Chinese medicine.
慢性病西医不太能治得了。你像有好多这个关节炎啊，或者慢性病、老年性慢性病啊，特别是老年病，这个西医呢有好多不太能它，这个中医呢就可以把它治出根儿。
中医是从内调理，完了西医的话，我觉得是，其实也从内，但我觉得好像他们说西医吃多了好像不太好，没有中医那么好，有副作用这样的。
我刚开始的时候也不相信中医，后来呢，我的那个关节疼了以后呢，我吃西药，因为西药治关节的这个药呢，对胃的刺激也特别大。后来我就说试试看吧，我来吃中药。 大概吃了1个多月，那症状就明显的就好了。因为我觉得中医吧，它是一种全身综合性的调理。
Traditionally, the Chinese regard every food they eat as having a particular health-giving property, and at the local market, variety is truly the spice of life. When sellers talk to foreigners, they'll often use finger counting in an effort to help you.
那个10块钱6斤。
10 yuan for 6 jin, a bargain. The jin's the usual measure for selling fruit and vegetables.
1斤
is roughly half a kilo. You'll be tempted by
荔枝、
lychee cheese,
桃、
peaches. You can buy fruit by the piece and simply say,
我要
I want
我要3个芒果。
我要3个芒果。
I want 3 mangoes.
别的还需要什么？
要4个桃。
4个桃是吗
4个桃。
4 peaches.
别的还需要什么？
我要1斤葡萄。
1斤葡萄。
我要1斤葡萄。
I want a gin of grapes.
一共多少钱？
Altogether, how much is it?
这7块。
一共多少钱？
一共35。
一共35。
Altogether, 35.
好，谢谢。
好，再见。
Every few months, a new shopping complex opens its doors to style-hungry Beijingers. Pleasure domes offering every conceivable consumer item and open till late 7 days a week. Imported cars are double the price of the West, and yet there are people buying. The designer image is what most affluent Chinese aspire to. If the Western label's too expensive, imitation is what sells. The more opulent the look, the bigger the fashion statement. But dressing like the West isn't the only way to make an impact. For smart Beijingers, traditional Chinese style is the latest must-have. Designs are inspired by the fabrics and decoration worn at court during China's imperial past. Tang Dynasty jackets are a top seller for men as well as women. Even former President Jiang Zemin has been seen wearing one. During Mao's leadership, to wear such clothes would have been frowned on as bourgeois. Now, political correctness is out, glamour most definitely in. Bingbing is a tailor by training. She's seen the potential of merging Chinese style with a high fashion look, and she's rapidly gathering a clientele of business and media people.
我很喜欢中国的面料，就是中国传统的面料，织锦缎呀，有很多很漂亮的图案。因为就是骨子里受的文化的熏陶，还有自己所见到的和感受到的和比如说敦煌啊，拉萨呀那种颜色呀，和中国佛教的颜色对我的影响比较大。那么就是无形当中在做设计的时候，就把自己的对美的理解融到这个设计当中，那么就可能会有自己的感觉。那么我们再把我们自己的理解和自己的天赋给完全很认真的给表达出来的话，我想就是中国的设计师肯定会有自己很好的风格。大家都在努力做，而且应该能走向世界。我想也不会很长时间。
Maybe the fashion tables of the world are turning. Someday perhaps East will lead and West will no longer be best.